Hey, this is Michael Janda. I am here with Lubos Volkov from Czech Republic. He is in Prague, and we are going to discuss a whole myriad of topics relating to the design industry. And the first one we're going to talk about is how to land top clients. Now, Lubos has worked with some amazing clients in his career, and he's going to tell us a little bit of that story and how he landed those clients. I've also had the privilege of working with some great clients like Disney and Google and Warner Brothers and a whole bunch of clients like that. And I'll share my tips on how you can land big clients like this. So we'll turn the time over to Lubos to share some insights with us.
Landing big clients like Netgear, United Healthcare, Fiat, Chrysler, it's pretty damn hard. I all the time have been creating really good relationships with the digital agencies. The interesting thing about these high-profile clients is the fact that they will either work with the agency or they will work with really experienced individuals. So my way was to create a really great relationship with the agency, and then they have recommended me to these bigger companies, or I work with the agency directly for the clients. Making relationship with the agency is all the time, it was all the time, crucial part of my process, and it allowed me to really get into the high profile clients. So network and create great relationships with these agencies.
Yeah, that's awesome advice. And I actually, I have the flip side of that, but I know a bunch of agencies that have built a big business on just being an agency outsource. They'll be a digital media agency, but they'll work with the giant McCanns of the world that have, the thousands of employees across in multiple industries, multiple countries, and they'll land those people as a client in an agency outsource model. And that's a really effective way to do that. So I love that advice of going after agencies. For me, you mentioned one of the things that worked for me. So I worked at Fox Studios in Los Angeles for a few years in the early 2000s. And there I built relationships. You mentioned the word relationships. That's the key to all of it. Relationships, and the people that I had that were on my team and my friends at the company ended up going to different companies. They went to Disney and Sony and Warner Brothers and TV Guide. And all of a sudden they started calling me because we had this relationship. They started calling me for freelance work. So there are two ways, in my opinion, to land big clients like that. One is relationships, and you mentioned your version of that, going to the agencies that have the relationship. My version was building relationships with the actual individual people, but I only did that because I was fortunate enough to land a position at Fox and build those relationships inside the mothership, as you could say. The other way that you can land big clients is through reputation. So there are really only two ways to land big clients: relationships and reputation. Reputation you can build over time by doing great work, by winning awards, by building thought leadership, and you build a presence for yourself that starts getting publicity. And then I know from insider information that a lot of these big companies want to work with the cool agency. They want to work with the agency of the year in Ad Age. Whoever wins that all of a sudden is getting a lot of new business because they're the it agency. And I've seen this happen inside of Fox, inside of Disney, inside of Google, where we actually struggled to land some work because we weren't the it agency. We still did great work, but a lot of what we did for them was the crumbs compared to the mega projects that they gave to the it agency. So for me, relationships or reputation, those are really the only two ways that you're going to get in with a big client like that. You can't just call them on the phone and expect to land work. You have any other thoughts, Lubos?
I would add one more thing: reputation and expertise. Since you can build the reputation, but you can't fake it. Like, you need to back it up with the results. So try to build a reputation, but really back it up with results. It can't be faked.
Yeah, I love that. And, that's just as a good thread through any effort that you have in your career, is to always be building expertise. And when we say expertise, your expertise isn't, I'm good at design. Your expertise needs to be, I am a master at UX for apps, and I have 7 map applications that I've done UX design for. Now you're an expert in that. And anybody in the world looking for a map UX expert to create an app for them, you're on the top. You've built a reputation about it, and you have the expertise to do it.
Exactly. You need to transform from being multidisciplinary designer to being an expert in order to land high-profile clients. You need to focus on one core thing which is going to be very strong. You can be great in other areas too, but you need to really have that core, like a skill which you will always market. And people will know why they should hire you, because no one is going to hire you because you do everything. Maybe at the beginning of your career, but later it's all about expertise in the specific field.
I totally agree with that. I like the phrase, jack of all trades, master of none. Well, in the design world, you need to be jack of all trades and master of some. That's what you have to figure out how to be. You got to really be good. To land work, you've got to be multidisciplinary. You've got to be able to put your finger in a lot of holes in the boat and clog those holes. But you also have to get to be an expert at certain specific things, so that when those types of projects come, you rise to the top of the pile. So jack of all trades, master of some is a little mantra that I think is beneficial to a lot of designers. Get good at everything, but master something or a couple things.
Agreed. In my case, I started mastering one core skill, which is interface design, and then attaching these branches like user experience, motion, prototyping, testing, etc. But you need to really have that one strong skill and then connect other related skills into that. That's actually the way I learn new things, and that's the way I progress forward all the time.
I love that. That's a great strategy and super effective. And you've seen it in your career and in the success that you've had. Okay, awesome. Thank you. That was some good nuggets.